What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we're going through the Bitcoin price on the 4-hourly time frame. I'm going to explain what resistance needs to be broken to have that continuation to the upside for the coming weeks. However, I'm also explaining that this is resistance and we can detect that fake out to get into a possible epic short position. Now, we're also taking a look at this, the realized cap drawdown. Now, this is absolutely epic. This is telling me that a bull run is just around the corner in the next coming months. So any price action to the downside is just going to be a great buying opportunity. Remember that today we do have the Federal Reserve interest rate decision and FOMC economic projections. There will likely be some volatility at 8 o'clock Central European time. I will be going live, so make sure to subscribe to the channel because it will be an epic live stream. I also got some great news from a project that is building and moving forward, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. We're going to go through those levels, guys, the pure technical analysis and where we can find those next trading opportunities. First of all, I want to give a great shout out here to this company that is going to be in the top, not only of crypto payments, also of fiat payments. That is the K app, guys. K app now, you can activate your IBAN on the K app. This is absolutely huge. It is literally a bank account. Send and receive euros for free. Use your IBAN to send and receive euros for free with other K app users. Send euros for free and instant. I do not know any crypto application that's actually integrating this. They're going to be in the top, not only of crypto payments, but also fiat payments, guys. So they're moving forward. They are building in the bear market, and this is absolutely huge. Wire in and out of the K app, deposit and withdraw euros to and from the app with your own K IBAN. Payment just got easier. Pay bills and receive your salary using your personal K IBAN. Swap crypto for cash and vice versa. Quick conversion with various euro pairs to choose from. Now, this is absolutely huge. They are integrating fiat. This is available in the entire European Union, guys. Check it out. If you haven't downloaded the K app yet, you have the link down below in the description. If you do deposit $20, you do get 200 KASTA tokens. You have the link down below to download here the K app. Obviously, it is available for iOS and for Android. So talking about this, the next big news that is coming is the K debit card, guys. They are partnering with Visa, and this is coming very soon. Of course, there's a lot of regulation, so it does take time. So they are moving forward. They are building in the bear market to absolutely crush it in the next bull run. Let's dive in right away here with the analysis, guys, because there are some exciting levels that I want to talk about. There is this possible bump and run scenario. Of course, this bump and run scenario would have to need an explosive breakout, not only from this lower high resistance trend line, which we're just a few $100s away. It's going to be the $28,000. This is a crucial zone right there. We got rejected from this level, and the reason why it was because of the point of control. We were aware of this zone with the Legends trading community. We talked about this zone being massive resistance because we had the point of control of the last few months. Of course, this price consolidation has created a point of control right over here when we do take a look at the price action from April. But back here a few weeks ago, the point of control was right over here, as you can see with this high volume node. This is where we got rejected. This is going to be a large resistance level. It's possible that we're going to attempt to actually break through this zone, as it is a high volume node on the volume profile from the last few months, and this last lower high region, it is likely to have a very strong reaction. So will it successfully break out? I can already tell you that if the price action does move up here and attempts to break above this high, where we do have an absolutely huge volume node, this is a level that we need to pay attention. This is the kind of level that we want to be ready to possibly get into a possible trade. Now, what am I expecting as we hit this level? Well, of course, there is two scenarios. We either blast through this level, and of course, we'll be talking about the next big major resistance zone. I think you can see it right over here. That is the $29,200 range, where we also have a high volume node. This is from this consolidation, where we also can get rejected. But first of all, let's talk about the first level. No doubt that that we've been in an uptrend here for the last few weeks, yes, of course, we're in an uptrend. We don't want to kind of fight the trend, right? But of course we do. We want to see those resistance where we can possibly reverse, right? Getting into longs here where we can only scalp and get into those smaller retracements. We can zoom in on the lower time frames for that. But overall, higher time frames. What are the resistance, guys? Well, of course, the lower high resistance trend line here that is just a few $100s away, we can have an attempt in breaking out here. We remember that we do have the news today of the FOMC, okay? We do have the economic projections and the interest rate decision at 8 o'clock Central European time. That is about 5 hours from now as I upload this video. So we just want to be very cautious with that volatility. Remember, I will be doing a live stream then, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell for notifications. Now, like I said, this is the level that I'm interested in. If the price does have an attempt to break out, but fails to do so, creating that swing failure pattern, this is an epic short position. It is likely to reject several $100s, if not much more than that, and getting a massive fake out from this level. Remember, this is a high volume node right there that already got rejected once. It can be a liquidity grab, and then the price here can get a huge, massive rejection. It is exactly the $28,050 level, okay? A level to pay attention. If we do get that solid breakout, it could also turn into support. I want to see on the lower time frame, such as the 15-minute, even the 1 hourly time frame, to have some candle closes with some very intense volume breaking out this zone, so we can actually say, okay, it's a successful breakout. Any small little pullback to this zone will likely find support, and we'll get that continuation to the upside. I want high volume. I don't want a fast wick here up and down, because that will be a clear short opportunity. If we break out solidly here and have a few candlesticks on the lower time frame, such as 5-minute, 15-minute, if we close a 1 hourly, even better with a high volume, this means that continuation to the upside, at least to the next level, which is $29,200 range here, where we do have the next high volume node, where we have this large consolidation, is where I think that the price is likely going to get rejection. So like I said, first, we're looking internally, then we can take a look at other scenarios. If we were to get that breakout here, an attempt and hitting 28K, I am looking for that possible rejection. We'll be paying close attention. If the price is fast up and down, that means that this has just been a liquidity grab, and we're likely going to get several $100s of a move here to the downside. So it's a level to pay attention, guys. Make sure to set those alerts. It's a crucial zone here. It's also going to determine if this bump and run scenario will be successful, or will it be an absolute fail, and we are going to start moving here down in the next coming days. Pay attention to that level, guys. Make sure to set your alerts. If we're going to zoom in here on the lower time frames, what we can check here, of course, is that right over here, we are forming a cipher pattern. It is a bearish pattern. Let me just show you right over here as we are hitting here this 7-8 Fibonacci from this pivot high to this pivot low. I'm going to show you right away here why this zone is actually a big resistance level. Well, of course, we do have this consolidation that we had in between the 29th to the 31st of August. If we do get that price action, we can see that volume node right there, which you can see here also on the volume profile. This high volume node is getting that resistance, as you can see. And if we do get that cipher, okay, bearish cipher pattern right there, it is actually spot on with the Fibonacci levels. Right over here, this is the pattern that I want to show you. Let me just get the pattern right there. And you can see the Fibonacci levels are getting very well respected. So there is a possibility internally here that this can actually get a massive pullback. As you can see, we're hitting the 382 from X to A, and also we're hitting the 1.27 here, approximately, as you can see right there, with this low, with this consolidation. And also now we've had the rally to the 7.8 from X to A, as you can see right there, hitting the 7.8. So it's a cipher. The symmetry is very, very nice, as you can see. So there is a possibility, not only that we might not hit the $28,000, the next level that I am looking, of course, is the local highs that we created the last few days. We can have another attempt here to the upside if we create another choppy action. As you can see, we've been hitting the highs, rejecting, hitting the highs, rejecting. We could hit the highs again and reject, and that might be the move here to the downside, at least to the 618 Fibonacci, which would be the first target of this bearish cipher pattern. It is very symmetrical, as you can see here. Fibonacci from pivot low to the pivot high. That would be the target zone. And of course, we do have that high volume node exactly at $26,000, which would be obviously that take profit zone if we do manage to get into this epic short scenario. I would want to see another high. I want to get in at the highest level possible, of course, because this is a $1,000 move to the downside. You don't want to be bearish once the move happens. You want to try and get in at the highest level possible, because then you can manage your risk very well. When you get in at highest level possible, when you do create that high and you start rejecting, you can snipe a trade, stop loss above the high, then you got a very, very tight stop. You're managing your risk very well, and you can do a 5-6 to 1 reward here on this possible move to the downside. Something that I wanted to point out, guys, of course, this probably is not going to happen. We're probably going to smash through this level. So it's not a good idea to rush into shorts, as we are in an uptrend. We are creating higher lows. We are creating higher highs. So shorting here at the support of higher lows is just not a great idea. If you want to try and short, you want to get in at the highest level possible. Right? Pretty obvious here to manage your risk very well. What happens if the price doesn't hit this level, Andy? What happens if we do not claim the highs? What happens if we do not reject from the highs and we move higher? Well, of course, this is the next level I've been talking about, okay? That $28,000 where we could hit it, claim that liquidity and get a pretty decent rejection. But like I said, what happens if we start moving down from here? I missed that short position, and I didn't manage to get in at the highest level possible. What are the strongest support zones? Well, obviously, it is that point of control from this entire range, and the value area low as well of this zone is all the way down here at 25,600. So you could expect here a bounce from the point of control, but overall you're getting back inside of this major trading zone, and you are likely going to have that continuation to the downside to hit the value area low. So very interesting scenarios here, very interesting levels where we can bounce, get rejected. Of course, if we bounce from point of control, I would be eyeing here the value area high of this trading range with Fibonacci, depending, where the price action goes. This is all speculation, of course, but we'll be doing live streams. We'll be doing video updates on seeing what's happened. Of course, the Legends trading community is being updated every single day for those scalp and day trade scenarios. But of course, I cannot update. This is just pure speculation, but just want to let you know that if the breakdown happens here in the next coming hours or a couple of days, well, there are some levels here to pay attention to. You've got that point of control. If you take a look at Fibonacci from pivot high to pivot low, to the pivot high, depending on where that pivot high is. If this were to be the pivot high, you got that 50% here, which is slightly above point of control. So you could actually hit that 50% point of control and get that pretty decent bounce. Level that we are paying attention for that critical bounce. But overall, this is just pure speculation. Of course, I don't know if that breakdown is going to happen now. Are we going to claim the high? Like I said, we are creating higher lows and higher highs. So you would expect here this trend to continue. When is this trend going to break down? Well, obviously, if you haven't entered a short already at the highs here, because we have been creating some internal SFP scenarios, there is a possibility of another one. So you just need to be ready, manage your risk very well, because what you're looking for here is a great high risk to reward against your stop loss here. You want to always get in at the highest level possible on those shorts and at the lowest level possible for those long scenarios. Not much more to be said here with the technical analysis. Remember, if you are looking to trade Bitcoin, the best crypto trading platform, of course, is Bybit, guys. You got an insane bonus of $30,000 in the description here. You got the link right there. It's my #1 crypto trading platform. I've been trading here for over 4 years, guys. Bybit for me is the #1. I've been trading there a lot and had no issues at all. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.